Welcome back to page 121. Today we're going to take a look at a new acquisition, the Element Class Cruiser from Mongoose Traveler. This guy was out about 4 or 5 years ago, and he's new to me. I opened it up and took just a quick look through it, but today I'm going to pull out the contents. We're going to see what comes inside this guy. This is a really nice box set. Very high quality, good, solid box. We're going to take a look at the contents. Also, subscribers, please do. I'm trying to keep the channel growing, and I can only do that with your help. Anybody who has subscribed, thank you. Anybody who hasn't, if you could, that would be great. It'd help the channel to keep going and keep growing. Also, patrons, if there's anything you can do to help out there, that would be fantastic. Again, it's how I'm able to keep things going here. But that's it. End of the commercial. Back to the important stuff. Traveler Element Class Cruiser. The unboxing today on page 121. Element Class Cruisers. I've wanted this set for a long time. These are the shipbuilder's blueprints and includes the Naval Campaign Sourcebook. I was really excited when this guy arrived. All I did was take the cellophane off and quickly go through it. There's the inside of the box. It's a nice thick box too. It's not going anywhere. And then you get a stack of blueprints. I'll unfold a couple of these in a minute and show you what you're getting. I was really excited to get this. I've never had blueprints like this in Traveler before. They did some of these for Battletech over the years, but I've never seen them for Travelers. So I'm going to unfold a few of them, not every one of them, of course, and we're going to take a look. And the scale on these is 1 to 300. So here is the stack that you get in here. You get a bunch of these. I'll count them up and tell you exactly how many of these you get. I'll do that in a moment. And then you get 2 books with this guy. The Traveler Naval Campaign Sourcebook, which I'm really excited about diving into. I love naval campaigns in Traveler. They can be a lot of fun. You can have your party be the command crew, the captain and command crew, have them be officers, or just have them be ratings in below deck, and no real impact on what goes on around them, but how they deal with what does happen. So a Traveler Naval Campaign can be a lot of fun. And then we get the Traveler Book of Elemental Cruisers. You know what? First I'm going to thumb through the Naval Campaign Sourcebook. I have not read this guy yet. Also, kudos to Mongoose. I love the ribbon. Makes this stuff way easier to get out of the box. And this guy, I think, was published in 2017. I'll double check that as I go into the Campaign Sourcebook. So in the Campaign Sourcebook, this is written by Martin J. Doherty. It was 2018 for this guy. This book was written by Martin Doherty. Very nice book. The high gloss, high quality Traveler stuff that we've come to expect from Mongoose Second. Creating the Travelers for the campaign, how to run a naval campaign, distant worlds, how to supply the vessel, the ship and crew as characters. I did a video a couple months ago about the ship being a character, and I used some examples like the Enterprise in Star Trek, like the Rocinante in The Expanse, just examples of Millennium Falcon in Star Wars, how the ship itself can actually be a character. So there you go. This is just good information to have. Martin Doherty, like the artwork. Martin Doherty does a nice source book. He'll take you through the stuff you need to know. I can't wait to get some time to sit down with this guy. There's a mission. Oh, this is really sweet. Resolving combat. Okay, and then the Great Rift out now. Ad for the box set, the Great Rift. I don't have that one yet. And then we go to Element Cruisers themselves. This will give us the insight into what an Element Cruiser is and what it does, what its mission is. Again, this is Martin Doherty writing, and from 2018. Cruisers of the Imperial Navy. This book I'm just as excited about reading as the other one, because this is going to give us a lot of background on cruisers and larger capital ships in Traveler. Something there is information on, but not a ton. I've used plenty of capital ships in Traveler, and I even did a campaign years ago where the players played the command crew in one part of the same campaign, and then they played the people from the lower decks in another part of the same campaign. So as the command crew, the decisions would impact their other selves in the lower decks. That was kind of fun. You need a steady group for that, and it needs to be able to go on for a long time. I had both when I ran that one. I still have a steady group. It's just that I'm in a different place in my Traveler campaign right now. They're busy being pirates. Hoping to get back to that soon. We've had some life stuff get in the way, which has kept us from playing Traveler lately. So here we get back to this, the Element Cruiser family. And all the information. These are, oh man, I like this book. This is the one I'm going to read first. Pod configurations. Very nice. So it can be kitted out for any kind of mission. And these guys are running at tech level 15, which means you're going to have a good solid ship out there working for you. Oh man, this is really nice. I'm definitely going to read this book first. So that's it. Just a real brief look at what's in both of the books. Now I'm going to go ahead and lay out a couple of the sheets. Oh wow, some Navy ordnance, hardware and ordnance. That's cool. I'm going to lay out some of the sheets, and we're going to take a look at what you get on the blueprints. Okay, I just counted them up. You get a total of 12 of these sheets. They're double-sided for a total of 24. I'm going to try to film this and keep it as steady as I can. But this is one side. This would be the blueprints for the missile pod. And there you get the complete blueprints. Now, these are not playable deck plans. My only real disappointment, a very mild disappointment with the set, because these are not playable deck plans, they are blueprints. However, I can see plenty of use as a GM in laying out the blueprints and having my players examine it to look for whatever they would need to be looking for. So I can see plenty of ways to work these in to my campaign. And there we go. This is the Marine Operations Pod. So if you have to land that landing force that needs to enforce the Imperium's will, this would be a pod that they could use out of the Element class to get it done. And as I said, there are 12 of these, so for a total of 24 layouts. All right, I've unfolded two more. These are the fuel pods. This would be the fuel pod layout, the blueprint for the pods themselves. We've got the identifier, the legend right down there. These are just gorgeous. And I'm going to flip this guy over. And we have the forward communications pod. So very mission-specific pods that you can easily put in to your game and then just pull out this blueprint and show the crew, your players, exactly what it is they're using. I really like that, and from that viewpoint, these are excellent. As I said, I was a little disappointed they weren't playable deck plans, but just as, for one thing, they'd have to be huge, even bigger than these, if they're playable deck plans, and for the other, these are still gorgeous as blueprints. Here's the third one I unfolded, and that is the hangar pod. I can see getting a lot of use out of the hangar pod. Small craft or attack craft, whatever your mission is, you can fulfill it. And then flipping this guy over, this is the Intelligence Operations Pod, which this is one of the ones that really has caught my eye as I've gotten ready to film this video. I unfolded these, obviously, to show you guys, and this is the first time I'd unfolded these. And when I came across the Intelligence Operations Pod, I got really excited. There's a lot of stuff I could do game-wise with this pod. So I always love the Element class. I love the look of it. I like the lines. And now I finally have a really good look at it. I'm going to be able to make it a living, breathing part of my campaign. I'm really excited. So I am going to read through this a little bit once I get through the two books. Maybe I'll do an actual review of the books themselves and give you a good idea of what it is they contain. But that'll be sometime down the line. Today is really just kind of an unboxing to show you what you get. And like I said, you get 12 double-sided deck plans for a total of 24 deck plans. Sorry, not deck plans, 24 blueprints to go with your Element class ship. Plus, you get the book with the various mission profiles and how to play characters in Traveler using these. So I'm really pleased. I'm really excited I got this guy. Uh, I like it a lot. I think Mongoose did a great job with this. One thing I will say, every box set I've gotten from Mongoose so far, I've been very pleased with. So that's all I've got to say for today from page 121. Please put any comments or anything down in the area below. And if you have this set and you like it, let me know your thoughts on it. And otherwise, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time on page 121.